Hey Aquarius, what's up? I was having fun hanging out with TikTok for a minute. It was kind of cool over there. We were coming up with business ideas. It was fun. But anyhow, what's up? It's me, Archer, and we're going to take a peek at what's going on for the week ahead for you and whomever is on your mind. Pulling on the current energies at the time of recording this live. But however, whenever you showed up and clicked on this after it popped into your algorithm and decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit, perfect timing as always. They are timeless readings and they're meant to find you when they find you. And whatever message comes out, good, bad, or indifferent, you're protected when you're with me, so I got you covered. But this is really, really interesting. Your reading, the energy has been with me all day because the way that I do my readings is very much similar to like a story Paul McCartney tells about how the Beatles got the song 8 days a week, how he got the title first, and then when he got to John's place, he was like, right, I got the title. Let's work on the song, right? So I do my readings that way too. I sit down in the mornings, I meditate on the energies. I'm like, in the case of today, what's up for Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces? And the first sentence that comes into my head, the first full sentence that I hear, that becomes the title, right? But yours was just breakthroughs and breakthrough and breakthrough and everything. And then when I did Capricorn's reading just now, there might even be messages for you there because you Aquarius was the title card. You took over their reading and it just kept going throughout the whole reading. So I want to know what this breakthrough is because this is something going on like right now. All right. So we're going to totally use, since I used the 8 days a week story, we're using the Beatles deck and then Titanic's going to do the clarifiers. Okay. So let's go for it. Let's tap me in and tune me in because I want to know what this breakthrough energy is. This is pretty epic. All right. Give me 2 shuffles. Let's go. 1 and 2. Let's do it. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aquarians. Here we go. 4 of Cups. George Harrison hanging out on Blue Jay Way. Somebody here might live in California because that actually was a street that he was on. Anyways, Wheel of Fortune. 7 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. That leads to the Strength card. I'm hearing off of these cards, I'm hearing finding the strength to continue in the path that you've been forging. Okay. Leo energy. 6 of Swords. Okay. Very interesting spin on the 6 of Swords in this deck too. Because, like, see how John is with Cynthia and Julian there, but look what's on his mind already, Yoko. Okay? Some of you guys might see a rainbow or even bonus points if you've seen a double rainbow recently. Yeah, Strength card. One last chance of the 4 of Cups. The devil keeps taunting you in this 4 of Cups. Oh, Aquarius, you'll never find love. Not at all. Oh, the devil's running blocks so you don't see the breakthrough that's coming. Okay, if you got a little, like, anxiety or doubting Thomas vibes going on right now, I totally understand why. Let's get cards to back me up. Let's go for it. All right, current conditions at Aquarius. 7 of Swords, the Emperor. See, you're currently in 7 Swords energy, but then you Emperor up. And this has been a long battle, a long road to hope. But see how even though you're looking forward, Paul's got his eyes on the rearview mirror, right? Even though he's about to hit his own guitar. But watch out, Paul. But the thing on this is, you didn't listen, St. Paul. Anyways. You've been feeling like a freight train barreling out of control. 7 of Swords and the Emperor, right? This is an oldie but a goodie because it's the Jetsons, like when George Jetson was on the treadmill and like, Jane, stop this crazy thing. Yeah, the and on the rails on a crazy train. I bet y'all didn't think that I knew Ozzy, right? Yeah, thought I was just all Beatle country, right? But yeah, the thing on this is there is so much happening in all aspects of your life right now. It's like you're taking a fire hose to the face. And it's because you're bossing up. You're leveling up. Some of you guys might even be high up in like management or self-employed and you get a lot of attention thrown. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. And you're like, Archer, I would love to find love, but I haven't had time to find love because everybody keeps getting like up on me, right? Like solving everybody's problems and never getting time to take care of yours. I do feel, though, in the Emperor energy, you're coming to a completion point of a very hard cycle and turning some years of emotional abuse and bullying into like pure power in the future. How Aquarius are you? The other 11 signs with what I'm seeing on this 7 of Swords that you've been through, this would like stop the other signs. And you're with the Emperor, you're going to get that one last dose of power to persevere through it and do what's best for you. It's like you've known how relationships, like they'll have ups and downs. In some moments, it'll be 7 of Swords. Some moments, it's the Emperor. But for some reason, the people that come into your life don't seem to understand that, right? A marriage, a relationship, any of it, it's a full-term contract. It's a full-time job. Somebody here might actually be a writer or a publisher or possibly work for a newspaper or a news station, because that's the Sunday Times. I mean, it's actually just somewhere in New York. But anyways, oh, that's cool. That's a nice message. Hold on. Let's focus on this one for just a minute. We got two very powerful people in the world meeting right now. So let's transmit this energy right here. Right here, you two. We're going to put this right here on the refrigerator. But anyhow, it's kind of like what happens if you slack off at work, right? Like some of your past partners, for those of you who've been married, your exes, not even married, just your exes, right? What happens when they slack off in the relationship? Same thing that happens if you slack off at work, right? It winds up turning into the Office Space movie, right? And with the Knight of Pentacles, you know what? I will come outside and beat up a printer with you too. Somebody's having a really hard time making the printer work and is really tired of seeing paper jam, no paper. I don't. But anyhow, I got you. All right. Or it's just a movie weekend. You might not even suspect it, but you've got a date movie night thing coming up. Somebody might text you at last minute and be like, "Hey, Aquarius, what you doing this weekend? You want to come on over and hang out?" Now, I don't know at the moment if it's a relationship type of a date night, or it could just be one of your girlfriends or guy friends if you're a male Aquarius. That's just like, "Hey, man, come on over, hang out." So, but some way, like you're going to find something to have a little fun. That's cool. Okay, we'll find out which way it goes now. Anyhow, let's get into this past person. Ooh, so I'm reading for some single Aquariuses too. You ain't going to be single much longer. All right. But anyhow, love energies, starting with the past. Okay. Because you're allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell You What to Do her. All right, none of us should tell you what to do. And this person put you into a very interesting situation, did they not? Three of Cups. It's like it was a relationship, but it wasn't. Because this here is George Harrison and Eric Clapton and Patty's up here in the clouds. I'm not going to go into it because this would be a whole nother tarot reading to explain the George Harrison, Layla. Anyways, but I'm thinking of the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's making a peace offering and wanting some forgiveness out of something. It's just that they never took 5 minutes to get to know you at all, right? If they had taken 5 minutes to get to learn to speak Aquarius, they might have totally dug you even deeper. But they always just assumed they knew what was best for you, right? And in the moment you'd let your guard down, they'd use it to their advantage. Okay. I see them going through a bit of a change here in this Queen of Cups, though, kind of discovering what real love is, or like really wanting forgiveness out of this one. They're kind of carrying a little bit of guilt along with them. Okay, we'll see what's up with that. Now, new person vibes, all right? Either somebody you're involved with or you're single and you wonder what's coming your way. We got, they like you, Ace of Wands. Aquarius, hey, look, check this out. They totally want you to beam them aboard your spaceship. Right? Look at Ringo's wand. Look at it. Look at his drumstick. This person likes you. Aquarius, I definitely am going to check to see if this ties into the movie night, date night thing. Because some of you guys are like, Archer, I'm here because I'm a little nervous right now. I could be on the verge of this breakthrough, the energy that you're pulling, because I've been asked to go on a date and I am freaking out a little bit. Okay, I got you covered. All right, Ace of Wands, the Ten of Swords, time to put an end to your overthinking age. And with the Hangman, you've waited a long time for this. Somebody's getting ready to break the silence, okay? This was just getting started when you guys went quiet. Ten of Swords to the Hangman. Pisces, Gemini energy, Aries too. Okay, let's get clarifiers. We need to know what's up with this. I do not even want to try to guess on this. Okay, could be dealing with an Aries or a Gemini, definitely. Totally, right out of the gate, Capricorn. Because Aquarius like took over the Capricorn reading. So yeah, High Priestess, exactly. More Aries. There's the Capricorn, Knight of Pentacles. That's got some Taurus vibes on it too. Wow, more Aries, Cancer, more Cancer. Cancer. And then Aries. Wow, heavy Aries and heavy Cancer in this reading. Hanging out with Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus. Sagittarius is here too. And I already mentioned Pisces. But back to the Four of Cups, so let's go for it. All right, let's see what's up with your vibes. This is, man, you feel this, don't you? I'm not even going to keep watching the universe. I mean, I am going to keep totally watching the universe, but I'm going to start focusing way more on the Schumann resonance and how Earth's vibrations are actually affecting all of us. I think this is something that I need to tap into. The other astrologers have got the universe. All right, and we got some really good astrologers out there online. I'm still going to keep tabs on it, but the Schumann scale is hitting you. See, 3 of Wands into the King of Pentacles. Learning from the lessons of the past that has matured you into a King of Pentacles Emperor. I knew I was talking to some entrepreneurs. We were talking about TikTok channel ideas before I hit the go live button. I knew I've got some entrepreneurial mindsets at the place here. Nice. So the thing like this is, yeah, that's where the line from Office Space. It's like, hey, Aquarius, you've been missing work a lot lately? And you're like, I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Archer, because you're a little burnt out, right? All right, here's the Hangman. So the lessons learned from the past on this 3 of Wands leads to your future with the Hangman squared. And whenever I get repeating cards, that's God always telling me, look deeper into that card, Archer. There's more there to be found. So let me scry into this card and this card to see what this is all about. Because it looks like you've done a lot of work to ground and stabilize after that Schumann scale. Yeah, it's affecting you way more than even Pluto. Like how Pluto can't make up its mind where it wants to be in your sign or if it wants to go back to Capricorn. Or and then God's like, no, Pluto, stay put. You got to be in Aquarius. And then it retrogrades and it's like, no, Capricorn. That could be the connection. Or maybe I'm talking to a lot of Aquarius Capricorn cuspers. But the thing is like you've got so much in and out energy that you're trying to stay put and embrace and just like go with the flow. And God's like, nope, get back into Aquarius, Pluto. It's like a slingshot energy that takes you through this journey of self-love into the King of Cups. Okay? Because remember, the Queen of Cups is the one that pours the cup out onto everybody else, such as your past person, when they were entertaining other options. That ties more into the George Harrison, Eric Clapton story. While My Guitar Gently Weeps still has an awesome guitar solo. But anyways, see how you've made it through the worst of this on this 10 of Cups, the Pisces energy, where you and the person in your mind have made it through basically the sinking of the Titanic energy, but you're in the lifeboat and the sun is starting to rise and you guys are both there. Some of you guys might be seeing birds around you. Something even about cardinals may resonate a little bit. Some of y'all got a cardinal stalking you or a bird stalking you. But on the King of Cups, the thing about this part is that with everything that's been going on, it's like a fear of the unknown that like you're trying to embrace it. Like maybe some of you guys are working to apply artificial intelligence more into your energies, or like chatbot GTP is like your new best friend, something like that. But with this Queen of Wands, you're embracing the changes, just like Violet Jessup did. Google her, look her up. This girl, don't get on a boat with her. If you're planning a cruise and you find out Violet Jessup's on it, don't do it. But you'll find out why. She survived a lot of storms on the Olympic, on the Titanic, and the Britannic. Three of those ships sank out from underneath her, and she lived through all of them. And then she just kept embracing it because it was her destiny. She liked to be at sea or in the sea. I don't know. She was interesting. It was hard to figure this girl out, but she was fun. The thing on it is the fear of the unknown can make people think weird things in the way it goes. Very much like those clickbait titles of the world's going to end unless you click this. This found you for a reason. The algorithm can handle that. We don't need to put titles out there to do it too, right? And or you know how people don't understand AI. And so they're like, oh, yep, the computers are going to take over. The machines are going to take over. Those people really needed more Knight Rider in their life. Like I grew up watching an artificially intelligent car help out and come and pick Michael Knight up when he had a cheeseburger in the evening. Oh, wait, that's a different timeline. Sorry, David. But the thing on it is, you've got a unique opportunity coming up in the week ahead to get you into 10 of Cups by embracing this stuff around you. You know, I waited 44 years for a car that could come and pick me up at the door if I talked to my watch to it. And we're basically right there. They're literally building a tunnel in Nashville that'll like basically the car drives you to it. And instead of fearing it, but being like, what if this is all there to help us? You're embracing it and just going with the flow, letting go and letting God, not fighting the current. What happens if it all turns out so much more better than expected, right? Just like your life's going to be, because you have waited a long time for what's getting ready to happen. No wonder you're going to, you remember the brain interprets excitement and anxiety in the same way. You might be scared to death right now of what's coming in. And it's just that it's been so long since you've actually had a reason to be really pumped up and excited that your brain's like, wait, hold it, I'm unsure. wait, are we excited or are we nervous? It's whatever's coming up for you, whether it's this date night I pulled earlier or a neat career advancement or something, you're going to be very pleasantly shocked. It's only scary because we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know if we get in that Tesla, if it's going to crash into the wall on the tunnel or start driving backwards or what, but trust in it. It's a bit of Zeno's paradox, right? He was a Greek philosopher. What happens when an immovable force meets an immovable object? Of which Kit and Carr actually explained very well in an episode of Knight Rider. Because Carr was dominant program with self-preservation. Kit's was the preservation of human life. So when they went head to head, Michael knew that Carr would chicken out first because he had to protect himself. Kit was supposed to protect Michael in the car, so he would allow himself to crash into Carr. Carr chickened out. And I just gave away one whole episode of a TV show none of you guys care about. Anyways, so you're beating and finding out the answer to Zeno's paradox in the week ahead, okay? And the goal is what you're wishing to achieve with this 10 of Cups on the Queen of Wands. It's not over for you yet. It's just getting started, all right? Across the board in your life, it's like hitting a trifecta in the energies. A lot of rewards for what you Three of Wands, King of Cups put yourself through and been through and brought yourself through. The abundance that's going to pop for you is, dude, I cannot wait to see comments on this video. And it's going to be like, Archer, this happened. Archer, this happened. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's get into the love department and see what's up down here. All right. Hold on, that's the main deck. You stay over there. Give me your Titanic. What are you doing? Oh my word. All right, this reading is intense. I can feel the Aquarian anticipation. Like right now, you're kind of frustrated and stressed out, but like a few days from now, you're going to wake up and just be like, man, life is good. Yeah, I mean it. What's up with this Three of Wands and the Queen of Cups? Five of Swords. Oh, yeah. Okay, this person's ego got in the way. And their resting Five of Swords face kind of rubbed off on you at times, right? Like their depression, their frustrations, and their games, it rubbed off on you and got you off Five of Swords. And you've had to work really hard to get through the Five of Swords. That represents the 5 stages of grief in the tarot. Like, look at this guy. He's got a knife out, right? It's like, we need you on the boat deck. Lifeboat 13 is getting stuck underneath 15. We need a bigger knife. And in the Six of Swords, this is when you make it through the 5 stages of grief to get to the Six of Swords of seeing things in a different perspective. This person had to be put in their place, right? You know, it's the energy of people that always think they know what's best for you without learning anything about you. It reminds me of the church I go to when I'm in Nashville. Cool pastor. At first didn't want me in there when I told him what I did for a living, but after a little bit of a calm conversation, to adults on a very mature level, which was very nice for a change, I am now like one of his bestie friends, and he even asks me before a mass when I'm like, hey, what's up? How you been? And he's like, pull me a couple cards on how today's going to go. I'm like, Pat, I got you. You know I got a deck in the Jeep. Let's go. But I was there once with a friend of mine, right, who's in a wheelchair, okay? One of my local friends from the music scene down there, producer. And bless this poor lady's heart. I mean this in the most southern affection. She walked up to us and said, can I pray for you? And I started to speak, but I'm like, no, let him speak for himself. And he's in his wheelchair. And he's like, I would appreciate that very much. I'm having a problem with my son and would love if you could pray for us to find some clarity and help him. She stops and stands up and goes, don't you want to walk again? And at that moment, my crab claws were getting, I had energized them like a taser, like, but I held my firm. I was keep cool. And he looked and he said, well, I would really appreciate that too. Thank you so much. And we went through the whole thing as I'm biting my tongue. And afterwards, when she walked away, he looked at me and he said, should one of us have told her that because of what I went through, Christopher Reeves would have a better chance of walking again than me? And I looked and I said, no, she really thinks she helped. And that was that. These people always thought they knew what was best for you instead of taking time to listen to you in the Nine of Swords. But the silence, since you guys have been apart, has given them time to think. These people on the Titanic and the Nine of Swords didn't start thinking until the silence came. It was when the engines were turned off for the last time and the vibration of the ship stopped, the motion in the ocean disappeared. These ships were more like tin tubs compared to a modern cruise ship. Very hollow, okay? But the silence is when people woke up and said, wait a second, something's wrong. Why have we stopped? Okay? The silence has given this person time with the Two of Cups to realize what they put you through, all right? Man, yeah, the immaturity could have been on this because I'm kind of feeling a little bit of like, Sabrina Carpenter, Man Child. I got to call the song because I'm hearing it. Okay. And like, they never took a moment to learn what it's like to be with an Aquarius. And even my male Aquariuses, it's like they became a Karen or on like a 2 liter Mountain Dew, like really taking it to the extremes where you couldn't go to parties, neighbors didn't want to interact anymore, no cornhole, nothing going on, right? But what I'm seeing is that self-isolation that they put themselves into, they're realizing they did it that everybody else has walked away from them too. And it's been like a lesson for taking responsibility in their actions, okay? You passed this ages ago. They very stubborn, fixed energy, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, another Aquarius, but 3 of Cups, I do see that they're working on it, and it's a lot of work I mean, you were with this person, so you know, right? But just so you know, you did rub off on them, and they did have to go through an awakening as a result of being on their own, okay? It's for those of you who are waiting for this return, it is in the energy and it will happen. 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. It is slightly delayed due to their stubbornness, okay? At the moment, they're still sitting there going, no, I'm not wrong. And God's like, gosh, keep smacking your head in the brick wall. What are you doing? I'm not wrong. They'll figure it out, okay? Okay? Your patience will not go unrewarded. And I do think the breakthrough energy is with this 2 of Cups on the 3 of Cups. Those of you that are waiting for the return, you've gotten that text message, 7 of Pentacles, and you don't know if you can trust it. As long as you've waited for this to happen, if they weren't ready yet, God would have made you wait longer, okay? So if you want for return, either the message is coming for some of you guys in the next 2 to 3 days. I mean, we're talking right now, or it's already happened, okay? I love it for you. But even for those of you that have learned the lessons from this, for those of you that have successfully closed this cycle, and God has put your eyes back in the front view, you know what I mean? That's why God put our eyes in the front of our heads, not back here. What I'm seeing is, though, let's see what's up for you on this one going forward, because you're heading into an Ace of Wands energy. So you both got each other feeling some type of way. And my single Aquarius is, heads up on that random invite or that random thing you go to. Some of you guys get a weird random text of like, hey, farmer's market in this location. And you're like, maybe I'll go to that tomorrow. Whatever. Yup, Ace of Wands. Somebody's going to be like, well, hello, Aquarius. Do you want to come over and check out my fruits and vegetables? Oh, my gosh. Stop it. Let's make a salad together. Oh, my. Well, at least they eat healthy. Okay. Real quick. Okay, we're going to find out. Patience. Hold on. Let me just shout myself out real quick. Quick word from our sponsors, yada, yada. Okay. I'll do the abbreviated version to see what's up with this. Okay. If you do want to book a personal private reading with me, you can choose from the Zoom reading where it's like you're here one-on-one with me at the table in real time. I do record it and send you a video afterwards. Or you can choose a private YouTube video reading where I reach out for your questions and send you the video afterwards. It is all automated, hashtag instant gratification. You can scan the QR code here, use the link in the pinned comment. This QR code is the same thing. And it's also pinned in the bio like Mac's telling you on TikTok. Melissa's Sunshine is telling you here on YouTube. It'll take you to the automated booking site where you can pick your day and time from the availability. And as soon as you book your reading, then I will reach out, send you the link to your Zoom, or reach out for your questions and details. But whatever you pick, I do look forward to reading for you and helping out in any way I can. And thank you for being a part of the channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you're comfy with, even if it's just an emoji in the comments, okay? But subscribe and set the bell, definitely. I go live every Mondays with an all signs for the week ahead, plus individual live readings, okay? And check out all the safe to click links, okay? Everything is in the Archer Astrology link tree, of which you can scan the QR code to get you there. This QR code too. Pin comment and links pinned in the bio. All right, and thank you for that. Appreciate you. Love you too. We all don't say that often enough here to be like, hey, I know you're going through a lot of stuff, so thanks for letting me stop in the middle of it and ask you to do this stuff. But it does help us to grow. We're small businesses too. Support local small business. You know what I mean? All right. Let's go forward into this new person energy. I just love doing this. I just love doing it. When you do what you love, the money just flows in like an 888 abundance. And I'll still be 100 years old here doing this. Be like, come on, y'all. Grandpa Archer, let's read some cards. Let's see what's up with you young whippersnappers today. All right, let's go. Hey, Renee. What up, girl? Hey, Danielle. The 10 of Wands. Oh, wow. This person's closed off the past. You got nothing to worry about. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. This person's like, Archer, I ripped the rear view mirror off and I ain't never looking back. And that's a fact. Bye, bye. Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Okay, cool. Eight of Wands and the Magician card. This is getting started. Nine of Pentacles. They're single. They're still recovering from what they went through is what it feels like, okay? This was just getting started when you both went quiet due to some uncertainty, right? This is too good to be true. It's weird, it's awkward, or you guys met online, you live at a distance. It's really hard to make time in the schedules. And it's like, even with the intensity of the connection on the Ten of Swords, it really has the vibes where it's like winding up stuck in like a friend zone, but neither of you guys really want to be there. And it's like, well, yeah, we're both busy. We got two really hyper independent people showing up here. And yet you guys are both interested. All right. Ten of Swords on the Ten of Swords. Remember how I was saying that when God gives me repeating cards, it's telling me, Archer, go a little deeper into that card. You missed something. You know, drop back 5 or look back on the. Some of you guys, somebody is a writer because that's the Catcher in the Rye. Or somebody had to read that for a high school project. I did. The phony must die, said the Catcher in the Rye. What? This was just getting started, though. I'm going to scry into this. Somebody here definitely is in the public eye or crushing on a celebrity, or I'm reading for a celebrity couple. Oh, I do have some celebrity clients, too. I could be reading for a celebrity couple here. Might only be for 10% of you, but it's there. Hey, celebrities are human beings, too. I totally understand. All right. But they got a bad rap over the years because people never have taken the time to learn them either. Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. You know, this is actually allowing you guys to develop a common bond before taking things to the next level. Ace of Wands, they are totally ready to take things to the next level, by the way. You ain't waiting too much longer. Ringo's drumstick. Who doesn't love Ringo? But on the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, Ringo knew the future. Yeah, right? How do you think he got them to do a song about the octopus? He told them what was going to happen to them in the future. And that's why John's like, well, I'll move to New York where it's safe. And George is like, well, I'll just stay home and I'll just mind my, no more of the LSD in my coffee. I'll just smoke cigarettes. That's safe, right? And that's how Ringo got the octopus. Anyways, the thing on this, that's so mean. John and George, why did you let me say that? That's mean. It's just, it's a Liverpudlian thing. They're both like, we get it. We're still scruffs from Liverpool. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. All right. Anyways, this is a lot of weird miscommunications and false starts, isn't it? Because even that, most people would be like, that was a really mean John and George joke. But in this case, you guys are both like, no, y'all got different views on death, don't you? It's always cool to have the last laugh because in the end, death gets the last laugh on us, right? But somebody here is rather spiritual. The uncertainty of what was happening is that it's just ready to take off because this was really awkward due to the tabooness or the distance, right? Of like, whoa, this is just the one time we get to meet in person until our schedules blend again and I'm unsure, or we haven't actually met in person, but the spark is still there. You guys have asked for each other into your lives and you both have waited a while for this. This is, you know what this is? The thing on this is due to them keeping their private life way too private, Pisces energy, the thing on this is that they fear if you know what's up with their, see, this is what's going on behind the scenes, family stuff. Okay, like straight up, some of them don't like their mom or they're having to take care of their family or their dad's a pain or they got siblings that are like, whatever they show off to the public is that they get very nervous about like showing it to, they keep it private. Like they fear that it'll have you thinking they're less of a person. Like, oh man, if they really knew what my life was like, it was. And here's the thing, Judgment card. Whatever it is, actually, they're making mountains out of molehills. Because when they finally do tell you with the Justice card on the Queen of Cups, you're going to be like, really? That's all? And they're going to be like, well, yeah, but nobody else in the past, they've always like, no, nobody's ever like this. Like I have kids from a previous relationship or one of my parents I'm taking care of, whatever it is. Or I got a sibling that's all jealous and up in my jock or something. But you're going to be like, we can work through that. And they're going to be like, are you serious? And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm totally fine with this. And I think this is like over a phone conversation that allows the ability to clear schedules and make plans to travel or see each other. Even if you guys just live 5 minutes apart, for some of you guys, it'll just be like, well, I got time this weekend. Let's meet. Let's go to Applebee's. Whatever. Are they still open? Is that still a thing? What about Cava? Cava's cool. I do see the result of all this, though, calling them out in their silence, that you're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, hey, you know, I've been through a lot of stuff. And if you don't want to go any further, just let me know. We'll stay friends. It's cool. But I would like to, you know, 8 of Wands along my merry way and find my Ace of Wands and some love and 3 of Cups. And they're going to be like, whoa, wait, I'm sorry. I thought if I told you all this stuff, though, you'd think I was a loser or you think I was weird for liking you. And you guys will laugh. You guys will laugh. Ace of Wands. You'll make up. 8 of Wands, Ace of, yeah, the laughing would be the 8 of Wands, the makeup's the Ace of Wands, and the rest of this is wherever you wish it to go. So beam me up, Scotty. Nanu, nanu. Live long and prosper, which you two will do together. All right. Going from this point, just like the rest of your future, this will go wherever you wish it to go. It'll get fixed up sooner than you think. I love that for you. Aquarius, claim this thing down in the comments so we can manifest this for you. You totally deserve it. All right. And you can leave whatever you like down there. The comment section is there for you. But if you just want to leave an emoji, keep your private life private. God still knows what you're thinking. And that way I can still help you to manifest it. All 70,000 of us can. And subscribe and be a part of the fam. And remember, this will resonate to any placement of Aquarius in your chart, because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts makes you literally the spaceship everybody wants to beam me up, Scotty. You're 1 in a billion, Aquarius, and I love you. All right. So I'll talk to you later. Until next time.